Real courage is when we suffer. Courage is still accepting that God is on our side, even when we lose everything. Prayer should be asking God for God, and simply asking God to be with us and to be by our side. Suffering hits the compassion of God, but once this occurs, God's grace is released. Compassion is suffering love. When we experience this compassion, then we can have compassion for others. Compassion is coming together. It is the passion of suffering. Without compassion, we become hardened, and although suffering makes us weak, it also makes us compassionate. Suffering withdraws us into our own small world, and we become self-centered. God brings us out of our tiny world and opens up the universe to us. Hineni is a Hebrew word for here I am. This is the answer to our suffering. When God's grace hits us, instead of running away into our own small world, let us stand tall and say, here I am. Hineni is spirituality, knowing that God is on our side and that we are safe. No matter how difficult your suffering may be, God will be with you. For bondage to turn into freedom, there must be suffering. Suffering is a necessary and inevitable part of life. Suffering does not just hurt us, it hits us at our core in every aspect of life, but it also strikes the compassion of God. When you suffer, you experience God's grace to become more compassionate. Compassion is not romantic love, but suffering love. Suffering makes us more compassionate for others. The whole process of being bonded, then moving towards freedom, continues until we die. We spend our whole life moving towards freedom. Other things, materialistic things, begin to lose the control on us, and we become more free. Little by little, we move away from it towards freedom.